So he
Well,
likes books. So is he a printer?
Uh, what does a baby computer call father? Its father.
what's a computer?
I need you to make a wisdom saving throw. Okay, 15. You do fail. I'm reskinning the vicious mockery into dad joke.
Oh.
Because he's not a mean person. Okay, let me and then he says, uh, "Data."
Oh.
I still don't get it. What's a computer?
Well, I suppose that would make sense. Okay. I mean, fair.
If you're gonna do vicious mockery as dad jokes, Joe,
Yeah.
you're gonna finish the dad joke, and we're gonna determine whether or
Okay.
not they get advantage or disadvantage on
Okay.
that saving
It's
throw.
always gonna be advantage. Dad jokes are bad.
Excuse me?
Oh God, eight points. It's like, oh no, but you're resistant, so it's
I'm
4.
resistant. Yeah.
I rolled max damage on that.
Probably gonna be the last time you do that. So,
Yep.
Enjoy it while it
Yep.
lasts.
okay. So you scried out. Scried out. What is your next step as you are served your very average bland food with no pepper?
I'm going to add pepper to my food. And
Pepper to your Cobb salad?
yeah, it's good.
Okay.
With a little bit of ranch. It's like peppercorn ranch, but
Without the corn.
yeah.
Ranch with pepper.
I'm just going to cast prestidigitation on it to just make it smell better.
Are you gonna part your soup?
Yep.
um Ishkar, are you gonna try and mentally communicate with what was he like, half ogre, whatever?
Half ogre. Yes.
Well, I called the operator, but I never got an actual response from them. I think my phone might be broken. Hello?
Yeah, your phone's broken.
Hello?
Give me, if you're not going to use like sending or something like that, give me a general intelligence check. It's kind of like this is still a little new to you, so it's like you got to reach out and see who you can grab. Okay.
Oh no.
Nope.
Oh.
I told you this thing's not working right now.
Hello? Who's there?
Hello? Hello? Who's
talking to me?
this? Is this Dave?
No, this is Larry.
So you're saying Dave's not here, man?
Dave's not here.
Oh man. Larry,
Are you watching me? I'm in the shower.
I am now.
Oh boy.
Enjoy.
From behind your ears, I see some dirt down there. It's kind of
Whoops, I dropped the soap.
He's looking at us. He's like, "Yes, I will make this. I will make this uncomfortable or funny. It's both."
Look, Larry. If you're gonna drop the soap and try to seduce me, throw a little flair into this here. I mean, this
Throw your
isn't my first rodeo here, so I mean, I don't know what you're trying to do here, and quite frankly, I could just wild shape into something really, really rough for you. So do be careful what you wish for, Larry.
How about a gerbil?
Oh, yeah, I can do a gerbil. I can definitely do a gerbil.
Ooh, you speak to my soul.
So Larry, do you know a guy named Gormash? I'm trying to reach him. Do you think you might be able to redirect me by chance?
I'm sorry. I do not know a Gormash.
No. Well, hey, what are you doing later?
You.
Oh, well then. Don't threaten me with a good time.
Call me sometime. 8675309.
I can see Rin's soul leaving her body. It's either that or Rin's crying in pain right now. I can't tell.
And that's getting clipped. Funny thing is prefix for the north is 867.
We've got the first 3 digits of Ronnie's phone number. Let's go.
It's 867 Klondike.
Yeah?
What would you do for a Klondike bar?
You'd be amazed.
Unspeakable horrors.
Because they don't exist in Canada.
It's a Yukon bar.
Oh no. It's not the same.
Yeah. It's made of potato. Okay. Little crossed wires there. So not able to reach Gormash.
We just want to explore the city and see what we find. We ain't got to go in there. We can just, get in the area and see what, things look like.
We could. I could also.
Couldn't if this person is your friend, can't you just send them a message and ask them?
What person?
This Gormash person you all keep talking about. You asked if you could, do that brain worm thing to him. What, can't you just send him a message if he's your friend?
I don't know if you would say he's our friend. And with sending, you'd have to be careful if he was around other people because you have to respond out loud.
Can't you just tell him to, say, something like a secret message? Or tell him to meet us somewhere and just say, okay.
I don't know if we want to actually pull him from what he's doing. That might get in the way of the Inquisitors' investigations themselves. I could try reaching out to him. I did reach out to him earlier today when we were in front of the Elder Brain, the chief.
Okay. So you want to reach out to Gormash.
I will attempt.
Okay. Give me.
Would you like me to inspire you?
Intelligence check.
I could probably do one more. Would you like me to inspire you?
Sure.
Miss Latanos? Okay. So, I only seem to get sick on weekdays. I must have a weekend immune deficiency.
Okay.
I'm like, oh god, they're doing like the whole family, like, happy things, and then just something out of the blue fucking happens. I'm just like, it's
Still a
pretty good.
mess.
Fucking mess.
So there are 2 sequels to A Christmas Story. There is the more modern one, which has the guy, but there was also another one that they did in like the 90s.
Do tell.
Remember that?
No, I cannot give you more details. That's all I know about it because it was so
You just
terrible.
know it exists.
I know it
Oh.
exists.
I think Corinne's caught on.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, so 2012
This is amazing.
Christmas Story 2.
Okay, I
think I
might be
missed that
I
one.
might be off, but there was a sequel to A Christmas Story.
I love this so much. Rin's caught on. We are not live.
Oh,
hi.
Hi, future people.
Hi, future people. This is our first pre-recorded episode of the Misfits Menagerie. Hey, we still y'all think we do this just on stream? Like this actually happens like normally. But yes, so thank you all for coming and watching. This will be obviously this is going to be at the same time, same place. So thank you all for being here.
Are you gonna have a ticker tape going across the bottom that says
No.
pre-recorded?
No, that would involve editing.
It'll probably just be in the title.
I look.
Maybe
Okay,
if you
maybe.
remember to put it in
Yeah,
there.
if I remember, because
You're gonna still put it up as Final Fantasy 14.
oh, I will, and I haven't played Final Fantasy 14 in like 2-3 months, but I'll manage
Forever,
it
dude.
somehow. I'll manage it. But y'all, thank you for coming and stopping by. Thank you so much. As always, we appreciate you being here. But we also thank our sponsors. We'd like to thank our first sponsor, Raise Energy. If you're looking for a clean, no crash energy that just tastes great, go get some Rays. They have great products, and they also do pre-workout whey proteins and protein snacks as well. If you use code JoeDirt with the link below, yeah, you're helping out your boys. And our second sponsor, the boys up in Canada, Legend Craft. Thank you guys so much for continuing to sponsor us. And if you're looking for high quality tables, as well as tabletop gear and art, as well as wooden stickers, go check them out with the affiliate link below, or use Joe Dirt to get 5% off your order as well. Our third sponsor is NordVPN. So if you're
There you
looking,
go.
look, it's late. Look, it's late, y'all. I've had a whole.
There was a lot of latency with that.
Dude,
Unlike
look.
with NordVPN.
Exactly. Well, unlike with
Nice.
NordVPN, they are quick, snappy, and you get high quality internet, just like you wish you had with your brain. At least my brain. You can connect with over 5,000 servers in over 600 countries. You can see other libraries. So unlock the power of every library. You're paying for Netflix. You're only paying for 5% of Netflix. Why not use the full capabilities of your streaming service, as well as protect you, your family, and all your devices in this day and age where we are all going all tech? Do it. Protect yourself, protect your family, protect your devices, protect your everything with NordVPN. Do it. Use the link below for a massive discount on a 2-year plan. And our last sponsor, Rin, take it away.
Anime things. I usually use !T in the chat for this, so I'm gonna do my best. They have a matcha tea bundle. It's got regular matcha, cold brew matcha, and matcha with brown rice. I don't remember how much it costs. It's 17 and some change if you use the link that comes up in the exclamation point T command. You could also use code Joe Dirt. Is there a 5 at the end?
Yes.
Yes.
Code Joe Dirt 5 at checkout to get a discount. Yay, anime and things.
You did it. That was the panic. Does anybody else have any announcements? I got a cat. That's my only announcement. Hello, y'all.
I lived another week.
That is impressive.
This is pre-recorded because I'm the asshole. That's it.
Hey, look, we do what we got to do for D&D, all right?
It's weird. It's dark.
It's weird. Yeah, it's weird. It's dark. Everybody has the lights on. It's not just me now.
As a guy in a basement,
Yeah.
doing this,
It's always dark.
It's always
for
dark.
Lamus.
Yeah.
I don't
Maybe look at
actually
desk
have
lamp or something.
different lights on. This is just the light from my bearded dragon tank. That's the only reason you can see me. That shit's bright.
As for me, whether it's dark in the morning or dark at night, it's dark no matter when we stream.
You're way up north.
Way up north.
You could call him a
Way
Northman.
A northerner.
Northmaner.
Northmaner.
It's
As
almost
you can
December.
see my Northman armor right here.
It's,
It's a
almost
it's a
December.
it's a poncho.
You gonna dye all that hair white for Santa?
Are you?
Will you be our Santa? I've got a Rudolph onesie. Christmas special.
I don't have any Santa elf.
Is this being directed at
anything.
me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's me.
Are we preparing for the Christmas special? on recording?
I don't have Christmas things.
I have a Santa costume. I
I
think I still do.
I don't have a Santa costume.
Well, it looks
I'll
like.
dress up as a polar bear.
You can get one from Wish.
Oh God. The content. The content. Right there.
It'll be here and ready and available for Christmas
Next year.
next year.
Yay!
13 weeks and you can be a lumpy Santa.
13 weeks for it to be put into a bag.
All right, Lamus.
Okay.
Your turn.
Your turn. Carry us.
Yeah.
Is he holding really
Those guys.
Oh.
Yeah. Last time, you were discussing plans on how to take care of Sybil,
Mm-hmm.
and I was actually listening to this today, and I'm just drawing a blank right now. You,
Plans.
yeah. And then you went shopping, and it took you way longer than expected.
It's almost like stalling.
Just
Like
needed
I'm
a
doing
quick
now.
errand run.
Yep,
Yeah.
quick errand run. I'm just gonna get some regents for a spell.
8 hours later,
8
son
hours
of
later.
a bitch.
Zexel decided to attempt to buy a guitar, but it was too rich for his blood.
Yeah.
And as you all came back together, oh yeah, you also went to the deeds and you were looking for blueprints,
Yeah. And we sneakied.
and Zexel sneaky stole them,
Yeah.
which led to eventually where we currently are, Sybil finding out that you were looking into where she was living.
Yes. But they didn't know that they
And they
sneaky stole
Threw
them.
me under the bus.
Yep.
Hey, look, Zexel's just an employee.
And I was Christmas, so he's like,
Look,
if
Zex-
Zexel is just an employee, he would have listened to what the person who's
True.
supposedly going to be paying him
True,
do.
true. He did panic. He did
I'm talking your
panic.
pay.
Oh, fuck.
You're fired.
You fired. Okay. Bring in the
Get a
next
new
one.
character, Joe. Get a new character.
I've got about 50. I can
He's
go
gonna
all
have a
day.
revolving door of characters
Yeah.
until we find the right one.
And then it
It's
turns
just
out
Ragnar again.
yeah, and then it turns out I'm just not the right player for this table. God damn it.
Yep.
And
We'll still stream on your channel.
Yep. I'm just gonna be
without you in the
yeah. I'll just be in the back, just sitting there going. I'm a fan of the show. I'm a fan of the show anyways. So
We'll put you in a green screen suit, so you'll still be there.
But we can't see you.
no,
It's just space.
it's just it's just space. This back here, that's it.
It'll be a microphone
Yep.
and a chair with a cutout in it. So
It'll just be this part of the chair, and then just this is green screened out.
and then as you were, where were you?
We went
You were. I
To
think
the
you went back to
bar.
the bar. At which point you were attempted to be scryed upon after your meeting with Sybil went sideways, but not in a terrible, terrible head-on collision way.
We made it out alive.
I could have rolled initiative at any moment there.
Yup.
I was sweating. Real life sweating.
At which point you decide to then contact Black Fang, and he told you to meet him back at the college, so the mage school. So
Yeah, and
That
he
is
never
where
gave
we
us his
broke off.
room. All right. Zexel's sweating.
okay,
Um,
Zexel's sweating.
we're going to the college, boys.
Okay,
oh, not surprised.
Do we know where we're going?
He
What the
told
hell
us.
if we don't change our ways?
Well, I know we're going to the college, but do we know his room? I do not want to run into Sybil again.
so it is
Ask-
currently late afternoon, coming towards evening.
Mm-hmm.
So
Chances are Sybil is leaving the college and heading home. He didn't tell us where to go, but I'm sure he'll meet us at the entrance if we head there immediately.
I mean,
Worst case, I can just send him another message when we're outside and ask him where we're going.
I mean, I don't want to run into them again.
I vote we go into the college because there's probably some kind of no fighting on school grounds kind of thing or college grounds. So once
Probably.
we're in the building,
Safer than being in the streets, at least.
Yeah.
they have a
Let's-
zero tolerance for bullies rule.
By Ragnar was immediately arrested.
Don't at me.
No, we're adding at Ragnar. There's
Don't
a
Yeah.
difference.
don't at Ragnar. He's a good boy.
Not according to his character sheet.
and his actions
No.
throughout 90% of the campaign, but that's neither here nor there.
I mean, he got shit done. Okay.
Let's just agree to agree here.
Yep. I don't know. All right.
Okay, so you are headed to the college.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so anything else? Anything before I go?
I'm just want to make sure I have a spell slot for something.
Yes, burn all your spell slots, please.
No, I do not have that. Okay. No, continue.
Okay. So you make your way towards the college, and you are currently outside the gates.
I would like to I'm going to hide behind the taller people.
Are there guards out front?
There are always guards out front.
I thought as much.
I-
I'm going to walk up to them and greet them. Hello, I am here to see Black Fang. He asked me to come meet him. Me and my group.
I'm stealthing. I'm hiding behind all of them.
Okay, give me a stealth check.
$13.
Okay. Yeah.
It's the lowest I've rolled.
Yeah. I think that's the lowest you can roll. That's
Well,
the
yeah.
beauty of it.
Yeah. I mean, I rolled a 2.
So you're looking for your Black Fang?
Yes, sir.
Yes, to be on the northwest spire, 7th floor.
Thank you very much.
Can I would like to insight check this person to make sure they're not sending us to somewhere untoward.
You may certainly do that, as he is also going to give a perception check to see if he can see you, because he is a guard and that's what he does.
Okay, at 20.
Who's
Hmm?
Oh, I did not. Okay, who's your little friend?
He's nervous in groups, but he is with us.
Does he have paperwork?
I don't actually know the answer to that, so I'm just going to look at Zexel. Do you have your paperwork filled out and turned in?
Yes.
Give me a deception check.
Oh man. He's not super deception-y, but hey, he's a charisma caster, so 19?
Sounds about right. Perhaps you could present it.
It should already be in their hands.
Okay. Well, where's your approval?
It was already given. They never gave me a response. They said it was okay, and I never got anything. It sounds
What's
like
your name again?
Zexel.
How do you spell that, with a Z?
Yes.
Let me look through my paperwork here.
Zexel's
Do
just
not seem-
sweating.
I mean,
Did they give us anything when we turned
basically
our
they
paperwork in?
have your name in a ledger
Okay.
of approval. And there would mysteriously be a Zexel missing from that ledger if he had no paperwork to turn in. It seems odd. The name doesn't seem to be here.
I suppose you're right. I will wait for you all.
All right, we can maybe meet you back at the Capricorn's Call or wherever you would like to meet up when we're done.
Perhaps
Excellent.
you can cast sending when you are all done to meet up with him.
Mm-hmm.
And Zexel is going to walk away, and in the mind link, he's going to say, "Distract them for a moment." And he's gonna peel off.
Very well, this way.
I am forced at this point. I'm going to
Come
cast.
on. Come on.
I'm
what
going
are you
to-
doing? Why are you waiting?
I'm going to cast invisibility, unfortunately, at 3rd level, and I'm not going to choose a second person.
I'm just gonna leisurely stroll very slowly, but not like suspiciously slow, just like relaxed walking.
Okay, give me a performance check.
Shit.
You
Why
haven't
I
done
didn't
one of
say
those.
anything about
so-
doing this.
Ooh.
I'm not a performer.
That's
I'm
just
very bad
walking.
form, skipping.
at the shock of the very very poor walking slowly, Ishkar grabs at his chest, grabs the god by the shoulder. Oh, my heart! Oh, ah! And flops down on the ground, and we will attempt a performance.
Okay.
Buffy the Vampire Slayer. It's like halfway through when he looks up. He's like, ugh, ah, oh.
No way.
Okay,
Natural 20
okay,
for 19. That's hilarious.
Okay.
That's hilarious.
a natty 19, please.
Stat block. Where are you, stat block? Because I just closed you. Insight, which the only way they're beating it is with a nat 20.
Or
Oh. Too bad we're in this town where we don't have clerics.
yes, that's a
What do you-
shame.
What do you mean you don't have any clerics? My heart. Oh,
Oh, we might I guess we'll be calling
Sorcerer.
Lynn Swaggin.
Emblemblance?
Emblem plants.
Oh, and then you just
he just needs his medicine, and I'm gonna pull my water skin out and just pour some in his mouth.
oh, that's the stuff. That's the oh. Oh, thank you.
Okay, give me a stealth check now.
Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to I will roll at advantage because of invisibility. 23. So I'm going to actually sneak in while they're doing that. I'm gonna sneak in and I'm going to write my name in their ledger.
Okay. Give me
While they're doing that
yes.
thing.
Give me a deception using dexterity.
Okay. Do you want to do like a sleight of hand?
Deception
Oh.
using dexterity.
Deception?
Because this isn't you using your
Oh,
dexterity to pocket something. This is you trying to mimic their handwriting.
deception using dexterity.
Yes.
Right. 22. I'll take it. I mean, that's better.
Okay. We'll see how that plays out later.
Yep. 20, and
We
then
can come back.
yep. And then I'm gonna scuttle up and just in the mind like just all right, everything's taken care of. Go 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 go.
I'm gonna help Ishkar up and be like, "Come on, old man. You can lean on me until it really fully kicks in. We'll go see Black Fang."
my
Okay.
arm around her shoulder. Ah, thank you. Thank you. I just glance side to side.
I was just gonna go open the door before.
And they said northwest, 7th floor.
Yes.
Okay.
I don't
So-
like his thinking face like he beat my system.
Yes. Don't worry. I'll find another way to fuck you over.
Yeah, I will find a way.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Just be aware. And if they find out about that, excommunication from the kingdom.
I didn't do. I had nothing to do with it.
Yeah, Zexel has no loyalty to this kingdom.
It may cause problems for his employer.
He's a powerful mage. He'll take care of it. I don't know.
Powerful mages, what? Okay, so once again, same setup as the previous two towers, just giant open floor plan. Mage teleportation circle in the center. Go in. Tell him what floor. Tell the guy in this controlling it to what floor you're going to. Just Superman does with the crystals.
Nice.
And off to the 7th floor.
All right. And obviously there's a magical directory, correct?
Yep. And this is a smaller tower than the other two that you have been in. So not as many rooms on this floor.
Now I understand why he's angry. He's in the kids' tower.
Yes.
Yeah, see?
So make your way into Black Fang's room.
Is he there?
He is there.
Okay, good. Hello.
Give me a perception check, just having been in his section for the first time ever.
All of us are just...
All of you who want to take part.
Okay.
20.
20.
32.
Okay.
Dude, that's it?
I know, and that's it. I'm sorry.
I'm totally not surprised. I'm sad, but I'm not surprised.
Oh,
Okay.
buddy.
So his little office is a little bit more utilitarian, to say the least. You do, Zexel, notice off on the side there is a leather-bound tome. Which would give a very strong impression that it was a spell book.
His spell book?
Strange. I thought he was a sorcerer.
You could be multi-class, you never know.
Yeah, true. That was just Joe, not Zexel.
Yes, Joe, he is a sorcerer.
I knew it.
So take with that group, but not characters, as a bit of knowledge.
He stole a spell book.
I prefer to call it unwilling liberation.
Liberated the spell book.
Paid the 5-finger discount for it.
Hells
Hey.
yeah.
Hey.
Got it at the 7-Eleven.
Ye
Not welcome
old
back at that one.
7-Elevens.
This is everywhere.
Yup.
But there he is. Sitting at his side chair, not at his desk.
Zexel's about to do something stupid. Where's the book into conjunction of him?
Do it. I swear to God.
You can't see
So-
me?
In connection to him, so you come in the room.
Mm-hmm.
So you come in the room. There is Black Fang to your
Mhm.
left. The spell book on like a pedestal to the right. and
Mm.
straight ahead is a desk, big
Okay.
chair, little chairs.
Zexel is going. I would like to just not touch it. But can I make an Arcana check on like the pedestal and the book area? Like I want to see like the magic around it, because something,
Okay.
judging by what they've told Zexel, that he's a super powerful mage. I want to see like this. It can't be just sitting there. It has to.
Do you have detect magic?
No, because
Okay.
no, I don't want to cast a spell because that'll break my invisibility.
Okay.
Like I just want to look at it, if I
Okay.
can Arcana, I just want to see if there's any magic attaching
So
to the pedestal.
give me an Arcana check. You won't be able to determine any type of
No, I just want to see if there is
specific sense of magic to
Yeah.
it. You will be able to determine. Just give me an Arcana check.
24.
24. So this pedestal does have some glyph work etched into it.
Okay, that's what I thought. And yeah, so he's just gonna sit there. He's just gonna stare at it, and he's not gonna do anything because he figured that it's not just gonna be there unguarded. He'll join the rest of the group.
Invisible.
Yep. Until the hour runs out, and he's gonna take a seat because he spends most of his time invisible anyway. So he sometimes doesn't notice.
So you pull the seat out, and he just stares at the seat.
Yep.
Very knowingly.
And then he hears a little bit of scuttling of someone trying to get in the chair.
So Black Fang,
Very well. Yes.
what's the plan? Zexel, by the way, you're still invisible.
Oh. Sorry. Drop invisibility.
Anyhow. I would be careful what you do using that little one.
I'm surprised the college ain't got nothing to get, to counteract that.
I know. You'd really think that they would not allow something like that to just walk through the door.
I mean, I kind of feel this place would, but they just monitor it so that they think that the person's going to get through and get through doing the thing. But reality is they just have 20 mages on standby ready to go poof and turn them asunder. Dude, this isn't Star Wars, bro. This is not Darth Black Fang. Although,
Sometimes, if they do nothing, it's because they know very well what's going on. Anyhow. You say Sybil tried to scry on you?
Actually, what we told Black Fang was that
I do not remember that part.
Gotcha, I got you. So
Help
what?
Me.
Help me! So what happened was I had sent him a message to let him know that Sybil cornered me in their office.
Okay.
And also tried to control me to get me to either kill Black Fang or steal the jar.
Okay.
And that we needed to meet up and plan. And the response was, come to the college. It's time to do some investigating of our own.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Because
I will also mention now that we are in front of Black Fang that yes, a scry was attempted and failed.
okay. So Sybil spends her days split between here and home almost quite equally.
Yes.
Given the
And
time.
there is somebody that she cares about who's dying from old age. And that is what seems to be her main motivation.
Curious.
This person is at her house. She did try to talk with me about attempting to stop them from dying, but I can't stop old age. Nobody can. Within the realms of reasonable magic.
Does she believe that you can do something about this?
I think she was trying to get me to help her with getting the phylactery to finish the research, which she believes is already complete. The true immortality that Targan was researching. She believes he already discovered it. Why, I don't know. I couldn't get that information from her. It's a pretty tense standoff most of the time.
Understandable. I am aware of Targan doing a little bit of research in that field. Makes a little more sense why he would try to expedite him coming back. Maybe we can use this frail man as leverage.
Honestly, they're already dying. I feel it would be best to leave them out of it. Just let them die in peace. This one over here, she just points at Oz. Wanted to burn the house down.
Hey, I never confirmed to burn the house down. I just said if worse comes to worse, toss fireball and run.
And you know I'm on board for burning the house down. So
You did offer it several times. 4 to be exact.
You're not helping.
Oh. I'm sorry, Master Bellwether. He just kind of shrinks.
I am not opposed to the idea, should it come to it, but
Blackfang, was that a little bit of a
discretion
smile
would
in your
be-
voice there?
Discretion is ideal. I
I'll
agree.
never tell.
I'll never tell.
I agree on discretion. Like the whole fireball idea is pretty much if we're going to be in a fight anyways, we might as well just make Sybil as angry as possible. But
I do have the ability, if we're able to set up where this confrontation takes place, if we can get there beforehand, I have the ability to stop any extraplanar shifting and dimensional transport within a certain amount of space. But it's something I would have to prepare beforehand.
That would be quite useful. However, that seems to not be as much in her wheelhouse as those around her.
What does she specialize in?
He is the headmaster of the transmutation school.
Hmm.
Um, uh, I know I'm just here. Do you know how strong she is? Like, as far as like, what is the strongest spell she feasibly can she cast? Because she casted a spell that I've never encountered personally. When I was there uh when High Priestess Atron was there.
Just the Ella, please.
Oh, sorry.
Secrets.
Mind blast him. Mind blast him.
What was that, Black Fang?
Never mind.
No, please repeat.
Never mind.
Oh,
You can watch the VOD.
damn it.
I heard it. I hear everything.
Anyhow. Perhaps we can do little sleuthing in her office.
I mean, judging by, your book, and Zexel will be pointing at the book and the pedestal that it's on. If they're anything like you, I that's they're going to have traps and alarms. I don't think I'll be able to.
Ah, the book. Take it.
I'm not gonna die.
Take it.
Go on.
Zexel walks over with a raging brainer.
Zex will just be like, the clause in the contract. If I die, he'll use his he'll sit there and he'll just stand further away. He'll use his mage hand to pick up the book. He'll sit in his chair and just use the mage hand to just grab the book. And just
I don't believe Black Fang would kill you.
I don't know. You said he was a powerful magic caster. I don't know. And he's just gonna grab the book with the mage hand.
If anything happens, X will share alone.
Okay. Grab the book.
Yep.
With the mage hand.
Yep.
Nothing explodes.
But
Things fine.
But
Nothing explodes.
what happens to me? What save do I need to make?
None.
Okay.
You're fine.
None. So your mage hand has a book
And it brings it back to me.
and it brings it back to you.
And he sets it in his lap and he just looks at everybody.
Go on, open it.
I feel like this is a trap.
you'll be fine. Don't worry.
Want me to open it for you?
I could open it.
He'll hand the
So
book.
Black Fang mage hand grabs the book from you,
You'll let him take it.
pulls it away,
Yeah. Not pull it.
And-
He can take it.
pulls it away from
Yeah.
you, and just kind of has it hovering between Ishkar and Thalia, and is just kind of going back and forth with it.
I open the book.
You open the
I-
book.
Eagerly look over her shoulder to read into it.
Okay. You open the book. It is blank.
Oh, nice.
It's a nice blank book you've got here. Chances are it's not actually blank, but
It's one of those things where it's just saying that the magic's inside of us all along.
The magic is inside of me.
Flips look through in it, trying to find the mirror page.
It's just a pop-up book, you know.
It's just how to cast sorcerer. It's how to be a sorcerer 101, and the only thing that's in the book is actually in the center. It just said, "Be born with it." with a black thing with like 2 middle fingers.
But it's his mage hand fingers.
Yup.
Just his purpley shimmering ghost middle finger.
awesome.
So
That's canon.
Yep.
I don't know why you were so nervous, Sexel, that I just closed the book.
Well, you have to understand that mages are very guarding of their spell books and their magic books. So
He-
typically,
Mage hand grabs the book and whips it across the room.
Whoosh. Don't care about that. I don't love this.
so I'm judging by your demeanor. I mean, don't mistake me when I say this. I don't believe you're a wizard.
Better than a wizard.
No one ever said he was a wizard.
Well, judging by the cadence of himself, I'm going to assume you're a sorcerer.
Keen eyes.
Typically, people that are born with magic tend to hold themselves higher than people that have to spend their lives learning it and cultivating it.
So you think I'm arrogant?
Gonna take a couple steps away from Zexel.
I mean, I've met a lot of people of magic, and typically when you put a wizard and a sorcerer in a room, it never really ends well. I'm not a wizard, by the way. My magic comes from the people. So you could say
That.
So you could say, it's much like yourself. It's a force of personality.
Don't make me so low. So,
Zexel's just gonna shrivel in his chair.
So you want to investigate her office?
well, chances are she's not here. You've met her.
Mm-hmm.
Perhaps you could scry on her, see where she is.
I very well could try. I guess I will do that. Make sure she's not here.
If you would like my help, I know I crossed the line earlier. I would be more than happy to help you if you'll take it.
I should be okay.
If you would like some inspiration, I'd be more than happy to give it to you.
Sure.
Is that what the Ella says? Sure.
Sure. Yeah.
I believe in you. I know your vision, your will. I know that you can overcome the odds.
Shall overcome. Okay.
And what is it, a D10?
Let me here. You can use the damage button and it'll roll.
I don't
D10.
have a damage
Oh.
button because I'm not you.
Oh, okay, yeah, it's
I
a
do,
D10.
though.
It's a D10. I mean, I can roll
It's a
it.
D10.
I can roll it, but it's funner when you roll it. It's a D10.
Your dice are prettier.
-1.
Snake eyes.
It's 11.
11. Let's go.
And that is a DC 15. So
it's actually good you roll low
yes,
though.
you want to roll low in this situation.
So it's technically a 0.
Yeah. Okay. So you pull out of yourself and jump forward. You see, give me a perception check.
Perception.
Perception. Okay. So you are standing in a room. You see a set of levers on the wall. And a series of glowing shafts of light.
And it doesn't look like her
some
office.
No, it does not. And some mechanical looking equipment, which is very foreign to you, as it's not really something you had encountered ever before.
Am I able to describe what I'm seeing out loud?
I'll give you that.
Okay, so I'm just going to describe out loud the lights, levers, and weird foreign mechanical objects that I'm seeing.
And then you do see Sybil standing over a table.
Anything on the table?
From where you're seeing this from, you can't. It's more of her back, and she's looking down on the table, and it's hard to see what she's looking at.
Okay.
Could as they're describing it, can I use minor illusion to like lay it out for like, you know, kind of like a
Iron Man.
Well,
Jarvis
it's
computer.
that would be major image probably. This one is it's very basic because it's a cantrip.
Okay.
It's not
so
anything crazy.
You're drawing this in sand. Okay.
Kind of, yeah. I would assume that's what minor image is. Like it's very basic, but it gives like a visual, a visual feel to what's happening.
You got a square room and a bunch of circles on the ground.
Yeah, I suppose. I don't know.
Basically.
Basically.
Right.
Well, can I attempt again to utilize my mind link to try to see through Rin's scry again?
Give me another intelligence check. This is your intelligence check.
It's gonna be so good. It's gonna be so good.
Okay.
Wow. It's not bad.
Okay. So you are able to peer into what she herself is able to see.
Mm-hmm.
So pretty much the same information for you. That's kind of what that link is she's sharing the image.
I just wanted to see if I can get the link to work this time.
Yes. So
I just wanted to see if I could do it.
No.
With seeing this, do I see any Steam implemented equipment within this?
It's hard to tell what's fueling this equipment. It seems to be kind of freestanding.
No pressure gauges.
Give me a history check at disadvantage.
Look at that. Beautiful, natty 7.
Yes. Very foreign, whatever it is. While you, Ronnie, are familiar with steam gauges and stuff like that, Ishkar and the world as a whole, not so much.
Looking at any of this equipment, would like through the minor illusion, would Zexel have any familiarity with it being, you know, a bit more expanded in travel?
If you want to give me a history check at disadvantage, you could do it. It will be a higher DC, just let you know.
Okay.
I'm going to drop the scry link.
13. Although that is a big sad. I got a 13 prior.
It's not
No,
making any connections to you.
no, not even through, you know, Arcana.
No.
No, okay. I have no clue what this is.
Black Fang kind of looks down at your image.
I'm back now and also looking at it like, does it look right?
With artistic liberties.
I
You
mean,
need to
this
get a pile of mashed potatoes and redesign this,
Yeah.
and then like obsess
It's
over
the
it.
mashed potato circus tent is what it is.
I mean, this is a cantrip.
This is what you said, right?
I mean, this is a cantrip. I mean, I can't do very much with it.
Kind of pointing at like stuff and it's like, what is?
This is levers, the table. It's in a room. I mean, this is the best I can do with a cantrip.
Well, they're definitely not here.
No, that looks like nothing I have seen here ever.
Yeah, but no, I want to know what this is more than what's in her office, though.
It's probably in her basement, honestly.
To the
Or
basement?
in her home somewhere. But
Skeletons in the closet or
Secret
rattling to
contraptions
get
in the-
out.
Contraptions in the crawl space.
And secret labs in the basement.
But
Which only means we should just burn the whole place down.
I mean,
You know, for the safety of the town.
but I mean, you can't burn
it
down a
comes to that.
basement.
But when you have all the burning rubble land on top and then eventually cave into the basement, it's going to burn whatever's in there.
No, I mean, they could still pull everything out.
Anyway, let's make our way to her office while we know she's not there and see what we can find, if there's any information based off of what we know that points at her plans or anything incriminating, to say the least.
Yes, let's do that.
You coming with us, Black Fang? Have a little bit of extra magic protection for, you know, just in case.
Believe I'll join you.
Oh,
Get you in the door.
Lovely.
Come on. Walks out of the room.
I follow.
as do I.
I will follow, just hiding behind Thyella and her gigantic shield.
Okay. Mage Hand closes the door behind him, assuming you're going with them, Azeros.
Mm-hmm. I'm going.
He just stays in the room. He just sits there.
Shuffles his
There the
feet
whole
awkwardly.
time. La-da-da,
Starts rifling through his shit.
Yeah. We come back. Black Fang, what? Were your walls always red?
Tiefling blood is blue. No.
I thought we agreed that it was green from the milk tiefling.
Just messing
It comes
I remember that
back.
conversation. It's like, wait, oh god.
50 episodes later, and it comes back.
So
Sorry.
you're saying that tieflings are Vulcans?
That was what I thought immediately too.
Mhm.
I assume Black Fang knows how to get to.
Yes,
Yes.
he does.
We just spend the whole episode wandering
8
around.
hours later, we all have exhaustion, and Blackpink's just like, you know what? I don't actually know where they are.
I could have swore they were on this floor.
Everything looks the same here.
Everything does look the same. That is pretty depressing
Yeah.
sometimes.
I'm getting like the white doctor's office vibes in the hallways.
The clean room.
Mhm.
So he takes you off southwest tower, I believe I said.
Believe so.
I believe so. I
Yeah.
can never remember half the stuff I say. I'm bullshitting 90% of the time. But I do it so well. That's the best part. Okay. Takes you in. Kind of, you get to the tower. They start making your way towards the central teleporter area. Black Fang kind of just like mage hand moves the crystals around himself before the guy can even see what the fuck is going on.
He probably does this all the time too. So that guy's probably just like, oh, you
That
again.
pretentious prick.
It's my one job. Just let me do my one job.
He doesn't have to tip him if he does it himself, right?
True.
Yeah.
We haven't been tipping them either.
Oh, you dicks.
I'm just
Yeah,
an
I got- I got-
employee.
Bellboy
My-
too, you know.
I got a tip for him. You know.
Oh, no,
Always
is it a
Right
bug?
here. No.
Oh, gosh.
Look, I'm not always about dick and fart jokes, okay?
Just
Well, that's sad.
But what I was gonna say is to make sure you wash your hands after cutting jalapenos.
Yeah. hmm
Yeah.
It's a good tip.
Don't rub your eyes with buffalo sauce on them. On your hands.
But that just helps add for extra tear lubrication.
I was in my home game. Someone told me a story about how someone got like a buffalo chicken sandwich and their fingers are like covered in all the buffalo sauce, and they went like this. And they were playing Dungeons and Dragons at the time,
Oh.
and the guy, they're in college. They're not playing at a table; they're playing on the floor. So the guy just goes down and he starts rolling over the dice and D4s, my friend.
I was gonna say
Oh.
take 44 damage.
Oh god.
First off, that's on them.
Yeah,
That's a bad
on
day
them.
for him.
Oh yeah,
That's getting kicked by yourself while you're down.
He's blind and rolling over caltrops. Just
Oh.
He set himself up for
Failed
that L.
perception check.
Yep.
So yeah, Black Fang, walking with intent and purpose.
Following along. Looking as
Kinda
best as
doing-
I can to belong.
Ishkar doing kind of the old man shuffle to try to keep up, starting to breathe heavily, a little out of breath, a little sweaty.
Comes to the door. I will safely assume that this is locked.
Most definitely is. False.
But, um,
Ah,
yeah, this probably ain't gonna end well, but
I mean, unless you have any other ideas, I doubt we could just kick the door in.
no, I'll try and embarrass myself, but I'll try. Not bad. I got 19.
Start picking away at the lock. About 10 minutes go by, just trying to figure it out. Black Fang's got his wings flapped out to kind of give you cover so no one can see what you are doing.
How kind.
Door's stuck. Not opening.
Oh,
Doesn't seem to be working, does it?
nope. Gonna turn
Black
Steve's
Fang, do you
tool
have any
back into the
ideas?
wand and step away.
If you want me to try, can I don't have any thieves' tools. I mean, I've used them in the past. I don't normally carry them.
I turn my all-purpose tool back into a thieves' tool and hand it to him.
So I have, since I have Jack of all trades,
Okay.
I get half proficiency.
Okay.
So it would be,
Dexterity
Check.
check +2.
+2. So it would just be my slide. It would just be a +5. Yeah. Right?
Let me
Because
just
it's
double check your
dexterity
character
is
sheet.
3, 4, 5. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll just roll a sleight of hand.
Yep. Half proficiency. Yep.
Yeah. I'll just roll a sleight of hand. Nope. He'll hand it back to you. He'll sit there. No.
However, with it being less than 10,
Yeah.
give me a dexterity saving throw.
Yes.
What is that clicking noise?
What?
Okay. Okay.
Full like No Country for Old Men.
It's a fireball.
You are going to take.
10d100 fire
It
damage.
is a lightning bolt.
Oh gosh.
So,
So does that mean Oz and
so
Black Fang have to make a dexterity?
what I'm going to say is Black Fang is also going to make a dexterity save. And then give me a D6.
Oh, a d6. Okay.
So give me a D6. And
All right.
so it's going to be. I'm not looking
2.
at. I'm not looking at. No.
No. Okay.
Don't say anything. 1, Oz. 2, Thyella. 3, Ishkar. 4, 5, and 6, no one.
God damn it.
Dude, he's
Reroll that.
Okay,
that D6.
okay,
I
okay.
heard you say 2.
okay.
Reroll that D6.
Ah, nice.
Okay.
Okay, no, buddy.
Go.
I won't lose favor with Thyella. Zexel's politeness is already a ticking time bomb.
However,
I'm sure it's loud too.
okay. So Black Fang not happy about that. So 8d6.
Slightly smoking, slightly twitching. Still in Zexel.
Okay. Zexel, you take half damage.
15. Let's go.
Black Fang takes half damage. Oh, you will. Black Fang on this map, just so that way I can do damage to him in case more stupid shit comes up. Do.
Ow. Ow. Okay. That was not great. Ow. Master Bellwether, here are your tools back. I'm not.
So with that,
Fucked are we?
Black Fang kind of looks down at you, Zexel, gives you a fucking shitty grin.
Just like he's just shaking his leg, just like.
So he wait here. So he kind of steps off, kind of looks around, and walks down a hallway, kind of out of sight.
I don't want to tell him this. Yeah, this is when he's gone. I'm just gonna say I didn't want to say this in front of him. Since I've been there, I could have probably just teleported into the office.
Don't believe that would be probable.
I'm gonna cast a spell magic on the door.
He did just tell us to wait here.
I am waiting.
Yeah. He didn't.
Yeah. He might have something.
I think he's
I
gonna
wouldn't
go
go
get a
messing with the
key.
door. Probably. Or a battering ram, one of the two.
I'm assuming it's a key.
As long as you ain't using my head, I'm good.
I mean, originally in his office, he said that he would get us in the first place. So why did we? You know what? Never mind. We'll give him a couple minutes, and
Because somebody's likely going to relay that, he borrowed her key. So,
Yes.
but he's also got lots of magic too.
We're trying to be as discreet as possible. I'm pretty sure that lightning bolt was very not
I was
discreet.
gonna say that's kind of out the window now, guys. Oh, like maybe we should have just got some pick hammers and like gone through the brick walls.
no.
Been quieter than the lightning bolt at this point.
Zexel's just gonna sit there and ashamed. He's just gonna shuffle under one of the benches.
Really?
Well, time goes by. Give me a perception check.
Perception?
Perception.
That's fast last time.
23.
Okay. Awfully quiet. Halls are pretty much empty. You'll see Straggler or two, but they don't seem to pay you much mind. After a little bit longer, just sitting there, silence. Zexel
Yes.
and Ishkar. You hear the door lock click.
He went through the window.
Blue.
The
Oh,
door slowly starts to open. the mage hand comes through the door and just goes like this.
And like in your classic 1950s cartoon, Ishkar lifts and floats up into the air like he's following the scent of the pie and floats gently into the room.
Slowly lets go of his wand and his cannon.
Zexel is going to do a shame stealth into the room.
Okay.
I just walk in like a normal
Okay.
person.
So you enter the room. You can see through the window Black Fang flying out there.
I'm gonna open the window, I guess.
Make a sleight of hand check.
Hey, hopefully the window doesn't have disintegrate on it.
Thank you for the idea.
The yellow
Uh,
dice.
But
Game
yes,
over.
open the window.
Yeah.
Kind of flaps his way in. Thank you.
Thank you.
Mage
for
Just
letting us
somebody
in.
looks
Mage
up and
hand
obviously-
closes the door behind you that you did not close.
We're good at this, I swear.
In my mind, I closed it. I forget I have to say a bunch of stuff out loud.
Sometimes you have to say stuff. This is like the original Dragon Warrior where you have to say stairs to go downstairs. You searched the tile that the stairs are on and it said you found a set of stairs.
Stairs.
Are we
That mechanic didn't last very long.
But I mean, are they staring or are they, staring?
Anyway.
Neither.
Anyway, I'm bored with this. Yes,
Yeah.
Diella.
Anyway, the room is yours.
Yes.
Presumably.
I guess. I'm just going to be looking around. Was there anything on the desk before I go fuck with it?
Okay. So, was there anything on the desk when you were in there before?
No, I mean like when we walked in just now. I didn't look at the desk before. I was too busy focusing on not dying.
Dying. Okay.
Yeah.
Very
Good
very
call.
tense situation that you're just blanking everything around you.
One track mind. Don't die.
On the desk, there's the ubiquitous perpetual motion machine.
Of course.
Very nice desk.
Very nice desk.
Very very kempt and clean. Nothing on it.
Are there drawers on the sides?
There are drawers on the side.
I remember scrying on her and she had paperwork she was filling out. So I guess I'm gonna look through the desk.
Okay.
Am I gonna
Uh,
explode?
Give me an
Gonna say,
investigation
as-
check and we'll find out.
As Diella goes to do that, I put my hand on her shoulder and cast Dispel Magic on the desk just for extra safety.
Okay. Give me a wisdom check. Ishkar. Okay.
Is it safe for me to investigate this now?
Does he feel?
What do you think, Ishkar? How confident do you feel?
I mean, I have a question. Does he feel like a pushback in magic, or no? Does he feel nothing?
Yeah, what does that 12 say to me?
Yeah.
That 12 says to you that there was some magic there.
Was some magic there. You know what? For all intents and purposes, I'm going to open the drawer.
Okay.
Because at least I have a little better protection for that. So I'm just gonna reach out. Give it a quick yank.
Okay.
My shield up.
The drawer opens, and it is a good thing you did not successfully cast Dispel Magic, because that drawer itself is considered a bag of holding, and it would have caused it to explode.
Well,
Oh boy.
Well, guys, hey, so
well, what's in this drawer
I
of
was gonna say
holding?
we have a new bag of holding now.
Just take
grabs
the whole
Just taking
drawer.
furniture with you.
I'm not. I'm sorry. I'm not carrying the desk.
You didn't say you had to.
Thank you.
Anyway,
Conjure woodland beings to carry the desk out for you.
the
I would
guards
just-
out front are like, "Oh, look at those squirrels! It's a small army of squirrels just carrying a whole desk out. Don't see that every day."
You need to dolly when you have squirrels.
Wait, is the headmaster
It's a
Rossworth's desk?
squally.
That's strange.
Okay. Okay. So, checking the desk drawer, you reach in.
Sphere of Annihilation.
Nothing to pull out.
Just
Gotta
here
think
for
of
my
something.
Clayoko right now.
I am going to reach in and think about the paperwork I saw her filling out when I scried on her and
Okay.
see if I get a hit.
You think of this paperwork, reach in, pull it out. Nothing.
Think of a pen.
Kind of hard to determine what you're supposed to be pulling out when you don't know what is on that.
I know, it was a shot in the dark.
Think of a pen. I wonder if they store a
Think
pen.
of the pen they were using to fill out that paperwork.
The pen that is on the desk.
God damn it. I thought you said there was nothing on the desk.
He
Other
did. He
than
said
the
that.
typical office supplies that would be associated with a desk.
Now there's
nothing on the desk.
You said it was clear and kempt.
It is clear and kempt. You can have an inkwell with a pen
Balls.
off to the left or right side, depending on which hand you are.
Well, the other drawers that are maybe not drawers of holding, or all of them like this.
Only one way to find out.
I just open all of the drawers.
So
Zexel
explode.
Zexel is moving to like near like the bookshelf on a bookshelf on the other side of the room.
okay. So top left, top right, standard drawers. Center drawer is locked. Bottom left and bottom right are both bags of holding.
So is there anything in the standard drawers?
Standard drawers, just typical office supplies. Nothing,
Blank paper,
blank
paper
paper,
clips.
vellum.
If you
Is
can
there a-
also
is there a
I
Raiders mug somewhere.
just so you all know, if you can take the, I don't know if you can slide the drawer out, but if you can slide the drawer out and shake it upside down, anything that's in there will fall out. Trust me, I know this because there's been a lot of mean people that, hang me upside down and, shake me by the legs.
You do seem like quite an easy target.
Yes. I'm very small.
well,
Investigate Zexel for milk money.
I was gonna say, Ishtar slowly inches over to Zexel.
guess I'll take the bottom
Okay.
right drawer
Okay.
out if I can.
Okay.
Does it come out?
It does not come out freely and easily.
If you look under the drawer, there might be a
Clips
latching
or something like that, you know.
Well, Black Fang, these both seem to be alike to bags of holding. Top middle drawers locked. Top two normal drawers just have basic supplies in them.
As you're talking to Black Fang, he's kind of casing the perimeter of the room, kind of looking at her stocks of various books and artifacts that he has collected over the years. Just kind of not really paying much attention to you as he's kind of doing this.
Do
He's a
we
little
want
preoccupied.
to pick that lock again, or
We can certainly try.
Well, I'm giving it another try. I got a bad feeling. I know that's going to go, but
I believe in you.
Does he get a D10 with that?
No. I'm not a bard.
He gets a D12 with that. No.
Okay.
I'm gonna use one of my
Flash genius.
Last genius.
genius to boost up to 15.
Kind of digging at it, picking at it a little bit. You can feel you're close. It's not giving up to you.
Hmm.
Not quite as intricate feeling as the door, however.
We're now trying to be discreet. I just take the damn desk apart.
Well, I was going to say, I have mending. I could possibly just rip the door open, but it's not entirely likely it'll work. Should I try? What do you guys think?
I just work here. Zexel's
I say we just go for
You
it.
hear Black Fang in the corner. Maybe he should earn his pay.
Oh, you are listening.
that was from
Selective
Lamnus.
hearing.
Just like Lamon. I'm just kidding.
Yep.
Yep.
I don't even pay attention to half you.
Guess I'm just gonna try and rip it open.
Okay, give me an athletics check.
Nope. Maybe 12.
It bends, it goes,
It's
but it does not
not.
break.
It is not a very, I will say, sturdy thing. So as you are giving that yank,
Yug.
I did this before. I did this before somewhere, Yug. As you are giving that yank, tug
Yug.
on the drawer. Yep, the Yug.
The Yug. It's canon now.
When you're trying to yank something in a certain manner, it's a Yug. As you are tugging on, pulling on this drawer, you get the sense that, yes, you could very easily, you can pull this, but it will do damage.
More damage
So-
than mending would fix.
Potentially. That
know
is
what?
up to you if
Okay,
you want to
They
say fuck
tried to dominate person me. I'm going to do it.
it. Okay.
Oh no.
Okay.
Zexel's just
So-
gonna he's just gonna turn around. He's just gonna start scanning the bookshelf.
Okay.
He's like, I don't want any memory of this.
If I don't see it, it never
Alright,
happened.
Yup.
Okay. So you pull the drawer, you hear the lock snap, but the drawer is open.
Good. What's in it?
Nothing.
Oh my god.
Just stationary.
Fancy.
The extra special
Thank
stuff,
you
though.
cards.
Yes.
Calligraphy
So
pens.
there is
Those are expensive.
Mm-hmm.
just a bunch of vapes in there.
Sybil seems like a
Yeah,
vapor.
Are they like tanks? Are they like drip tips? Like what are we talking about, Joe?
Bunch of mods.
Yeah,
No,
Joe, what are we talking about?
No, dude, like, you know what? Sybil seems like the type of person that you know takes those really
super little
the
jewel pens.
jewel
you get at the gas
pens, yep.
station.
It's jewels. God.
The drawer, there is a book in there. Zexel, give me an investigation check
All
as
right.
our cleric has stepped away for a moment
Investigation.
Investigation
and
check.
has returned.
Okay.
I was
We'll
going as
ignore you
fast
now,
as
no.
possible.
Okay.
Okay.
Can I go? Would I be able to persuade you to do a history check?
Investigation check.
Perception?
Investigation check.
Perception? No. I got a 4, dog. He doesn't investigate anything. He's a looker.
So
Can I get an investigation?
I'll allow you to do investigation. I haven't said what you investigated, so I will give you an investigation check.
I was right there.
Yep.
Yeah, that was kind of good.
Okay.
I'm not going to try to be some flash genius.
So, looking around at the books and stuff on the shelves, for you, Zexel, it's kind of a little bit overwhelming. What languages do you speak?
I speak Common, Halfling, Infernal, and Celestial.
Okay. Nothing jumps out at you. What languages do you speak, Azeros?
Let me look. Sure.
I know one of them's Dwarvish because you
Yeah,
and I can talk
common.
shit in Dwarvish.
Goblin, Dwarvish, and Infernal.
So, looking through these books, it is kind of hard to tell what any of the books are. However, with that dwarvish background, you are able to notice that while it isn't a common form of dwarvish, it has, in the style of writing, very similar calligraphy to it. It's almost like
Is it primordial?
like a step away from dwarvish.
Is it primordial?
It is not primordial.
Is the book magical?
Is it elvish?
Can I
It is not
arcana the
elvish.
book?
Um,
It is not a
Okay.
magical book.
Okay.
Okay.
Dang it.
So what's in the
Actually, Zexel,
Mhm.
give me a history check.
Nice.
This
I'm
would
proficient
be
in.
something in your wheelhouse.
Nice. I have. I don't have double proficiency, but I have proficiency.
Okay.
18.
Okay.
I have proficiency in history, so that's dope.
Okay. So with that, we'll get back to you in a second, Dale. The books, they're kind of once Azros goes, oh, it's kind of has like connections to Dwarvish. It jumps out at you that this is a lot of these books seem to be from a millennia ago, so they are of older in a sense than forgotten and dead language, almost as if it was scrubbed from history, this specific language.
ancient dwarves.
I will relay this information to the party. That's kind of quite interesting. I would need some time, but I can. How big is the book? Is it like massive?
It's not like
Is it like 400 pages or?
it's not like a specific book. It is multiple books.
Oh shit.
Gonna have full pockets tonight.
It is. They are on the shelf and kind of spread out throughout the room. It's kind of your.
I found these books now. Like, how big are they? Like, are they like 200 pages, 400, 800?
They're good size. They're probably in the 500 pound range. They're honkers. We will
Yeah.
put a pin in that for the moment,
Okay.
and we will jump back to Thyella. So
Drawer.
the drawer, the mighty drawer that has been forced open. There
Look at the
is-
Strong
muscles.
lady.
There is a book in there. Give me an investigation check.
Shit.
Shit.
It's not going to be terribly high. Just kind of seeing what jumps out at you as you're looking at
15.
that drawer. Okay. Looking.
That excitement on her face is terrifying.
I'm really bad at intelligence stuff. I'm happy about the 15.
So, looking through the drawer, you come across, so there's the book, and you're just kind of like shuffling around in the drawer a little bit, seeing what else could be in there. Something that kind of sticks out at you is there is, for lack of better terminology, a 4x6 photograph.
Of Sybil, and
Good question.
is it a male? How old does it seem to
It
be?
It is of an individual. Give me.
I want to say, is this
not-
is this a visual that I would have seen? But Zexel's kind of not there, so I can't do that.
Yeah, it's.
I can't do that.
I'm there. I'm seeing the picture, and it's a cursed item. Because now
Give
I have
me-
Nickelback stuck in my head.
Yeah.
Look at
this.
this photograph.
We did it. We hit peak content, guys. We got Rin to sing.
Yep.
This is the last episode of Misfits Menagerie.
Yeah.
I know we still got to get her to do.
I would like to thank Chad Kroger from Nickelback.
Yeah, you made our dreams come true.
You didn't actually get me to sing, though. I wouldn't count that as singing.
No.
I would,
And
'cause
also,
I'll
I'm
take-
actually
Chad
good at
Kroger's
singing.
ego grew 20 times bigger than it already is.
Yep. He just heard about us and
Mhm.
that we got Rin to sing, and he quit the music business altogether.
I have that much power?
Yes, we've been telling you this for the last how many episodes that you've been in? 30.
You were made an official Canadian if you can get Chad Kroger to quit the music business.
I would love that.
I hope he finds this.
He dredges this up on the internet for some reason. He's watching.
He's at home right now going, who's talking shit about me on the internet right now?
I can feel
that I
it.
really
What?
like.
There's some nerds
shit-talking
playing
me.
Dungeons and Dragons making fun of me?
I
Just
actually
randomly
saw
comes
him
up
at a
on the
club
recommended.
once, and he
He
came off
jumps in
as
the Twitch
biggest
streaming
douche.
chat and starts talking shit about all of us.
You're
We're laughing
irrelevant.
because this is
We
pre-recorded,
know.
Too bad we can't respond to you, Chad.
Fucking Chad.
Sorry, continue.
What check do I need to make?
Make a
check?
history check at disadvantage.
Oh God, that's
I
intelligence.
know.
I'm technically proficient in this. Nope, 12.
Something in that background feels out of place. The
gonna-
individual with Sybil is a dragonborn individual.
Cyrus? Blackfang? Okay, so a dragon I don't know. Haven't met many dragonborn. Hey, Blackfang. I found this photo. The background seems odd.
Look at that, Blackfang. Look at this photograph.
No.
I found this image. I don't know if that is actually a photograph. Do we have photographs in this day?
No, you do not have
Say, is this
photographs.
Photoshop
this is
number
kinda-
one?
this is-
It's a drawing.
It's a
Oh, drawing.
It's been done by Simon because he likes
It's-
to do drawings.
it's a drawing in a drawer.
Oh,
I'd like to see you say that 15 times fast.
No, I could barely say it one time slow.
I'll give you 100 gift subs if you can say that 15 times fast.
No.
Okay.
That
15,
times fast.
Jesus.
Done.
Gonna loop himself, gonna audio clip himself.
Yep,
and loop it.
probably. You didn't say
Um,
how.
So he comes over and takes a look at that picture. I will do one for him as well.
He's got bigger brains than I do,
He
right?
does, but you know, history
more
is
charisma
also
based.
not his thing.
He doesn't
Ooh,
need to
I
know it.
could-
He doesn't need to know history because he is history. Exactly.
He makes history, and everything else in the past is irrelevant to him.
Fair.
Kind of looks at it and is like, he actually pockets it.
Do you recognize that dragonborn? Do you think that could possibly be the person that Sybil was talking to me about?
I would have seen the person.
You would have seen the person. That individual is not a dragonborn.
I
Okay.
would sit there and I would say, no, the person that I saw was human.
So the book also in the drawer. Kind of flipping through that. It is sort of like a payroll, so it has a bunch of names. The only way you're able to make that connection is you see the name Gormash in there.
We found a ledger.
And you also see
Just from the ledger.
you also see the name Portal the Tortle from Rexport in there as well.
It's like
Who you got the passage to on the ship from.
I knew he was shifty.
Man's got to pay his bills. He got fucked over royally in the faraway lands.
He was the fifth Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle.
Yeah.
We found a ledger.
are you sure
How
we should be
much?
taking these things? Because they're gonna know we were here. If we take these things, we're gonna be putting a timestamp on us and what we need to do.
Well, we done already broke the desk, so
I can try and fix it.
so
I
good.
have the ability to try and fix it.
As do I, both magically and physically. You know.
I mean,
Ozro standing there with his bottle of wood glue.
Oh, it's between the two of us.
It's
I think we've
stronger than
got
the wood
this.
it's made out of.
Anyway, we're just looking right now. I never said anything about taking anything aside from the photograph that Black Fang took.
yeah,
the image.
that's what I
Just
mean.
kind of pays no attention to you on that regard.
Yes, he can honestly take whatever he wants at this point. Doesn't mean that it was us.
Because
the more we know, the better.
Because the thing is, I should be able to just take a copy of the ledger.
How long will that take? Because we can't really just.
How big
stay
is it?
here.
How big is the ledger?
It is like a 50-page college ruled notebook size. There
50.
is a lot of blank space in it.
I mean, 50 pages, and I'm assuming it's like both sides, or is it one side?
Double-sided.
Double-sided.
But
So
a lot of blank space, so
a
not
lot of blank
all
space.
50 pages are filled.
yeah, so I mean, roughly 100 pages. That should take me 30 minutes.
Like I said, we weren't really planning on taking this book, but if you would like to copy it here, take it and start copying it while we look around the rest of the study.
Only if we need it.
I mean, it would probably be useful. It has names in it, names of people that are connected.
Might be a little bit of helpful information to pass on eventually too. So I think this is a good idea to take a copy of it. I mean, it might be
Even if
better
it's
to
just
take-
the names.
Zexel will he'll start to take the he's gonna use his photograph memory, so this is all gonna be
Okay.
back into his
Yep. Keen mind.
Yep.
Keen mind.
and then he's also gonna sit there and he's just gonna look at it, and then he's gonna write it down later.
Okay. So I will say this for the next 3, like as a group. So as soon as someone does 3 skill checks, that's when you can jump in because you're busy doing this. Like each skill check is going to be about 10 minutes. So what else are we doing? You're here.
Ozros, will you help me try and turn these drawers upside down, the bag of holding ones? Help me try and get them out so we can turn them upside down.
I can certainly try.
Okay.
It's worth a shot. I think between the both of us.
Give me an intelligence check, Ozros, at advantage because you're a carpenter. It's a wood desk.
Don't you have
Figure
don't you
something
have
out about it.
carpentry tools?
He has everything tools.
Oh, true.
Does have everything tools. So yes, you are able
That's
to
it.
find a way to unlatch and pull out the drawer itself.
Yeah, because I mean, he would
Next
have
would be a
he,
modern
wouldn't that be with
desk.
proficiency
Just
as
put it in.
well? Because he would have it with proficiency as well, so it'd be a 28, right?
I gave him it.
I'm just
I
trying to
gave him
say because I want him to have this dub, man.
I gave him the
He
dub.
has the
Okay,
dub.
He
okay.
has the dub already.
I want him to have the double dub. He doesn't get this enough.
I did. I gave him
Okay.
it with advantage. What are you doing to me?
Plus 10.
Flip it upside down, see if anything comes
Okay.
out.
Okay. So you pull out the drawer and Black Fang catches you out of the corner of his eye and says, "Wait, no."
Okay.
But it is too late.
Oh, son of a bitch.
As you have removed the drawer from the desk, severing the magical connection.
Ah, it's the desk itself, not the drawer.
It's the desk itself, not the drawer. So, everyone in the room, give me a Constitution saving throw.
Con save. Ooh,
Con save.
I'm pretty good at those. Sometimes.
As a extremely loud concussive blast
I'm bad at those.
Yes, of course. Con at the moment is like
I rolled a 3.
Okay.
I miss Ragnar's con.
Don't forget Black Fang. Okay.
Meg, what are you staring at? Are you staring at me? Come here, Nugget.
Uh,
Oh.
Zexel,
Oh.
Black Fang, and Thyella all take 47 force damage.
Owie.
Oh, we failed.
Ishkar's Azeros take half.
Ooh, that stings.
It does.
I'm okay though. Kind of.
ow. There.
You guys technically are not okay
Oh,
because you can hear someone out in the hallways. What was that? As you all pull yourself up off the ground, the drawers, the desk is pretty much obliterated. The books are strewn about the room.
As
fix it.
Oh. Black Fang open the window.
Black Fang, yes, is immediately getting up and going out.
I'm
the
gonna
window.
grab. I'm gonna grab. Can I make a quick perception to? I'm gonna grab the ledger at this point, and I'm gonna look for the books.
Give me an investigation to find the ledger.
I hate the
don't know if
fact
we
that
have time. I'm making sure the door that we came in through is
12.
locked.
Black Fang is gone.
Okay.
I'm casting Feather Fall on everyone, and I'm
Jump.
going out the window.
Okay. With that, all these books, you're not finding that ledger that easily.
I'm going to.
Books are open. Books are
Just go.
torn in half.
I'm just gonna say. We are gonna go, and I'm going to grab onto Thyella as she's standing next to the door, and I'm going to cast Dimension Door, grabbing her and we're gonna go out towards the window 500 feet, like out the window that way, towards
Okay.
the ground.
Okay.
Just,
Everybody else has already jumped out, right?
No, I'm gonna say my magic
Close
word.
the window behind you.
I was gonna say I'm gonna use my magic word named magic word.
In
So
your
I'm gonna
mind, you
use-
hear "close the window behind you."
As my wings spread out, I'm gonna jump out the window, close the window, but I'm not actually gonna go anywhere. I'm just gonna sit outside the side of the window and listen in for anything through that's coming into the
Okay.
into the room.
Okay. So what we're gonna do right now is we're going to do teleporter rules, Mr. Zexel.
teleporting.
So, yes, because you are doing spur of the moment dimension dooring into
Okay.
God the fuck knows where.
Yeah, 500 feet in a diagonal. Out the
500
window.
feet in a diagonal. You are in a tower. You do not exactly know what floor you are on is part of the problem.
No, we do, because we went to the floor. I've been here twice.
Yes.
We also have Featherfall cast on us.
True.
So
Featherfall
I would
cast
like
on
to
you.
say that we just went out.
Yeah.
I thought that's what you were doing, not.
Well, 500 feet in that direction. So, but
Yes.
aiming us towards the ground.
You've been here twice. You've teleported here twice. You've
Okay.
been guided twice.
Okay. What do you need
not
me to roll?
know. So give me a D100.
Don't fuck me up. I only have 20 HP, bro.
1D100. I have
I
7.
already got hurt.
I have 7. Look at you.
It's not a matter of knowing where you
19.
are. It's a matter of knowing where you are going. And that is the problem.
Jumps them into themselves into the ground.
I don't know for 500 feet, above ground.
D&D Beyond, where are you?
It's D&D. D&D.
Do it in the style of Chad Kroger.
Nope.
Nope, I quit.
D&D.
I win.
Zexel immediately dies.
The Chad Tarask finally comes into play.
Look at this photograph.
We're out.
It's like, look at this photograph. No. No, Chad.
So as Oz is doing like a demon Batman, just like soaring over the skies, you're just gonna watch and
Zexel just
Zexel
appear assimilated.
Okay.
splatter the
And
ground.
You, my friend. Okay. Seen casually, Mishap.
I'm sorry, Thayela.
Roll. You should be okay, Thayela. Zexel, however,
I'm gonna die.
might be in trouble as you take 15 damage from
I'm down.
teleporting into a wall and being shunted out.
Still holding on to him, right?
Yes.
He's just on the ground, just
You're just holding him like a rag doll just by one arm. Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
I'm back to where I
so
was.
What I'm going to say is all 4 of you give me a D20.
No.
So we got 2 fails, 1 pass, 2 pass, 3 fails. As you are casting a healing spell of the cleric persuasion in public and are spotted by a guard in the school, what are you doing?
Am I up?
You are up. You have been healed.
I'm not with them.
You are not with them. You are floating by the window. We'll get to you in a second.
I don't know where I was ended up. I just said I know that,
Oz-
so I'm like,
Oz is floating downward
Gracefully.
gracefully
like Batman.
from a tower.
How close is Oz to me?
Oz is fucking high in the sky.
Okay. Miss Diella, hold my hand.
I don't believe I've let go of you this whole time.
Okay, I can't see very well. I'm going to cast invisibility at 3rd level,
Okay.
and I'm going to choose me and Thyella.
Okay.
We're both going invisible.
Okay.
Just ignore the blood splatter mark. It's,
Okay. So we will get back to that in a second. Ishkar, for what I'm going to say is give me a stealth check.
At least you have it at advantage, I believe.
Yes.
If you do not have it at advantage, I will give it to you at advantage.
No, I do because my tattoo.
Yes.
16.
16? Okay.
Not bad, not bad.
Now, give me a perception check. Okay. So you hear some guards enter the room. You hear them kind of muttering, blah, 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 blah. Very, very Charlie Brown. But you do make out what happened here, and you also hear Sybil.
Like I hear Sybil.
You clearly hear Sybil and get the basic gist of what happened here from where you're positioned.
Now that I know that I have feather fall, so I'm just gonna stop flapping for
Okay.
now and just let myself slowly and quietly lower
Okay.
down.
Azeros, give me a dexterity check as you jump out this window, and now you're trying to guide yourself parachute style to a safe spot to land.
Lamus is having too much fun with this. He's like, I can knock you down now. He's like, you will go unconscious.
I'll have to fall real fucking long.
You're falling a very long time. It is honestly a little uncomfortable. You're up there. You're kind of exposed. But you're able to find yourself and kind of guide yourself into a nice, safe location, and it turns out to be a promenade on another tower.
That's not what I wanted. I want to get the fuck away from here.
But now you're far away. You
You
could
are
be like,
farther away.
I don't know what happened. You could also get back to Black Fang's office. Ignore me, I'm not there.
I'm just gonna look around. Is there a door nearby?
Yes, there are doors nearby.
I'm gonna go in the door, and I'm just gonna go and just start looking around for like whatever says like go straight to the teleporter.
Okay. So you walk in. So very boring and similar to all the other towers. It is a very gorgeous design and artwork. It's just that having seen it like for the 5th time, it's losing kind of its specialness. It's very much of the time that it was built.
I see what you did there.
Like going to a mall from the 80s.
Oh god.
We walk in and you're like, oh, this has been here for a while.
Yeah. But yes, you are able to find a
Directory.
directory teleporter circle thing. And so while going in, there is someone on the base floor kind of directing it, like a switchboard operator. From a different floor, it's you just walk in down ground level.
Oh, it just takes me to ground level?
It just takes you to ground level.
I am going to ask calmly and quietly as possible. I'm just going to go out the front door, go down the steps. I'm not going to try to go back to Blackfing's office.
It takes a little while to get your bearings, kind of very impromptu jump out. But you're able to make your way. You're able to find out where Blackfang's office is with a little bit of time. You do notice that there are people kind of like running towards that western tower.
No, he said he's just leaving. He's not going to Blackfang's
Oh,
office.
he's not- okay.
He's
All right,
walking out
okay.
the front door like he belongs
Okay.
there, and is just leaving.
Okay. Yeah, easily done. Ishkar, are you kind of like riding the tower as you slide down?
Yeah, I'm staying
Okay.
as tight as possible. Gonna go down. Like how many floors up are we?
That's a good question.
Yeah, I would like
I
to
think
use
if
my.
there's a Jackie Chan. movie I
Roll
saw scene from.
1d1000.
That is a good question.
I want to see a
Give me-
D1000 roll on
Give-
Foundry.
It'll never stop. Almost
a
made a ball
sphere.
at that point. I have seen a D124.
That's a very specific number.
That is a very specific number. It's like, what
Don't
are
mind
you doing?
me. Don't mind me. I'm just rolling a D1000
Try
one.
it. Try it.
I just
That's all I'll
want.
say.
There.
Oh, it
is
doesn't
a
roll
D-
anything. That's upsetting.
There is
Just
a
picks a number.
D66 in Degenesis.
Yeah, I've seen a set with a D66. Yeah, you're able to. It takes a little bit of time, but you are able to touch down to the ground.
Yeah,
if you
my
want
goal
to.
was to go down like 20-30 feet and then hook around the tower to sort of get away more so from the window before I fly away.
Okay, so I'm going to say if you want at some point, if you want to do that, you aren't able to feather fall hook around. You are going to have to give up the feather fall and then fly.
Oh yeah.
So
I just wanted to utilize the feather fall for the silent descent at first.
give me another stealth check as a
Just
person flying from a tower.
just a question for me. You said that that Ishkar heard Sybil. You heard guards say Sybil, or you heard Sybil's voice?
I heard Sybil's voice.
No, you heard the word Sybil from the guards.
I just wanted to clarify. I wasn't
Yes.
sure. I was also thinking, like, is Sybil there? Was I wrong?
Yeah, that's what I thought.
The whole time he was invisible in the room. And in
With
your
her
hasty
GoPro.
retreat from the room, you failed to notice that he was actually slain on the floor by the exploding desk.
Nice.
Okay, yeah,
We
we'll
win.
take that. We'll take that. All right, that's canon.
However,
The
you
next
saw
one.
nothing, so that never happened.
It's canon. It's canon.
And he comes back as a cyborg.
Oh no! They figured out out human replication.
Yep.
It's the War Forge. It all comes back.
She's Darth Vader now.
I'm your father.
No.
Except I'm a woman.
Darth
Okay.
Sidious.
Okay. So now, swinging back to Ragnar.
Who's Ragnar?
Ragnar.
Ragnar doesn't know invisibility. Ragnar would have chopped his
swing
way
back to
out.
Ragnar.
Oh, yeah.
In the woods.
Off in the forest having a temper tantrum still.
He's
No, he's not. He's
looking for his axe that he threw.
No, Ragnar's doing things. That's the thing.
Zexel and Tyela.
We're invisible.
We're invisible.
You are invisible.
And
Using brain link.
I'm gonna
What do-
just be like, this. Is this the first time you've been invisible?
So what I'm going to say for you,
Mhm.
as you cast invisible, and one of the guards cast something at you.
Mhm.
Whoa.
I will counter spell.
Okay. So use that spell slot.
So I'm going to, I'm going to upcast counter spell just because we're in a predicament.
Okay.
I'm going to upcast counter spell at
We're
5th
not going to be
level.
invisible anymore.
Well, this is before the invisibility, unfortunately. Yeah.
No, you are casting
Yeah.
invisibility. You hear this guy starting to cast something. Are you going to cast counterspell?
No.
No.
Okay.
No, okay. Shit, no.
Okay.
Shit,
So
no.
what I'm going to say here is give me a D20.
Mm-hmm.
And this guy saw you guys go invisible. You are both holding hands. You too can do this for me, Thyella.
A D20?
D20. I did not see what that was yet because I'm not looking at that tab. So what I will say is he saw you cast invisibility, and he cast a spell, and
Okay.
he is aiming at your direction. So the D20 is to see if he is able to get you within force cage. So if you got less than a 5, he cast it in your area and has
Less than a 5 total?
it is
Between
a
the
straight
two of
D20.
us?
A straight D20, whoever, if you got less than a 5. So Thyella, you are invisible and contained within a force cage.
Okay.
They have Archmage guards? Jesus.
You are in a wizard school, man.
Dude, I
just
figured
used-
Archmages were like.
I just used an Archmage stat block. This is not an Archmage itself. It is
Okay.
a guard with force gauge.
Does he have ruby dust worth 1,500 gold pieces?
He does now.
Wow, that seems like a little bit of hindsight, like later hindsight there, DM.
No, it's okay.
It will
He
be
would be
a-
prepared.
It will be a guy. If you're a guard,
Yeah.
and you're going to be prepared for some sort of like. This is his handcuffs, basically.
Yeah.
Fuck.
So,
It was nice knowing you guys.
so we're gonna play an Alan.
Somewhere in this in these towers, Zen is just chilling.
So.
She doesn't like Sybil either.
My sister from another mother has just died. Okay. Dexel, are you doing anything?
In your
Fuck.
mind, you hear me go, run. Trust me and get out.
Yes, Diella.
Thank you.
And he just He's gonna trust.
So I obviously hear that and start to panic, and I say,
Over in the
also hear
in the
this.
in the mind link. I'm just gonna
Yeah, 'cause
I am gonna explain as Zexel's running. He's just gonna be like, they cast the cage around Thyella.
all right, what exactly are you, Thyella? I'm coming.
Can possibly get out of this myself. If you guys just, I don't know exactly where I am. I fell into the earth, basically.
Can I somehow ping a rough direction
Using our
utilizing
Inquisitor brain.
using our Inquisitor tadpole?
Can't hear you, Lamus.
Give me an intelligence check.
Cool.
I want another beer, but I don't want to get up.
do I hear and or see any of this, or is this on a whole other part of the tower?
You're gone. You left, bro. You walked out the front
Yeah.
door.
It would take
Fair.
time for him to get out the front door, so I will say, give me a perception check, Osros. Ishkar, you are able to get a
Or I can see you
general.
guys.
You are able to get a general sense of direction where she is in relation to you.
Okay, I'm gonna start
Ten.
beelining it right there.
Okay, how are you beelining it right there?
I'm flying.
Okay. Okay.
Pardon. Excuse me, sorry.
Okay. Osros, looking around as you're kind of making your hasty retreat, and then you get the
The pain.
"Hey, I'm in a cage" message from Thyella, basically.
No, it was the hey, trust me.
Yeah.
Get
no,
out.
the hey Thylus in a cage was from Zexel.
Yes. Whatever. You're all your faces look the same to me.
You're all the same fish people.
But looking around, you're not able to see Thyella or that racket in a
am invisible.
general area
I mean, they can
I'm
see the
not-
force. They can see the cage.
that he not seeing this racket at all. So
Well,
he
yeah.
is not seeing the cage either.
Well, no, I'm just that she's Thyella said that she's invisible, but it's not her. They see the cage.
I kind of was like,
And I would be specifically looking for some kind of sign of ruckus and attention from anywhere in the area. So the guards being more alert, specifically going to certain areas. There'd be signs from them that would show that there's something in the area.
From
How
your
many
vantage point,
guards?
from your vantage point, Ishkar, give me a perception check at advantage.
Ooh.
I have a question. How many guards are on me? Is it just the one?
So there would be probably two. They kind of tend to stick in pairs just for in case shit goes south. It's not one guy caught alone. Ishkar, you with the ping of Thyella and the movement of guards, you can very successfully determine exactly where she is.
This is a mechanics question. If I were to successfully banish both of the guards, would the force cage go away, or would I still be trapped in that?
That is a good question.
Hmm.
Because it is a concentration spell, it's just a matter of would concentration be broken by being sent to another plane. So, hello, Google.
I have one 5th level spell slot back. If I can pull that off and the cage goes away.
do you have any teleport?
No, I'm a
Well,
cleric.
also here's the thing. in the first paragraph of the second paragraph of the text, the last sentence, it does say that prevents any matter from passing through it and blocking any spells cast into or out of the area.
I hadn't read that yet.
Yes.
So they wouldn't be able to cast into it, and she can't
And
cast
I can't
out.
dispel it. And I can't dispel it, which I do have equipped. All right. Oh well.
There's a shovel we could dig under it.
It's a sphere, probably.
Just shit. Throw it back out the hole. It's like son of a bitch.
But I'm invisible,
You are invisible within a cage.
so he doesn't know if he got anybody.
Not yet.
It probably
I'm gonna be very quiet and hold very still.
Because they can't
Give
cast any spells into it. So even if they cast see invisibility, it can't go through the force cage. So unless they drop the force cage, it's a double set.
I'm gonna hold banishment if they drop the cage. I'm casting it at 5th level at both of them.
Okay.
No, we can never go back to the college again.
I can't. They didn't see you guys.
Okay.
Sybil has seen all four. Yeah, all four of us. And
So
would know exactly.
No, Sybil
who.
didn't see me
that you know.
that I know of. So
Yeah, that you know. So it seemed like 3 of us, and so would immediately know who to go after.
Just pushing our timetable up. We just gotta have Sybil meet us in the woods.
If you can get out of the force cage.
If I can get out of this, we just gotta kill Sybil tomorrow after I sleep.
tomorrow after I sleep.
Okay, so Oz is going right for that house, or going right for her house.
Gonna blow it up.
No, I'm just gonna hurl it in the window, just call it a day.
So the cage lasts for an hour.
How long does
So-
invisibility last?
1 hour.
Fuck.
Because the thing is they casted it. We casted the spells at the exact same time.
Yes, basically you cast it at the same time. So
Somebody go get me a beer.
he is going to. So some guards are going to descend upon this location.
Fuck.
He's going to tell the other guy. He's going to tell a couple sets of guards to fan out and search the area and wait for more guards to come to him, so that way when he is ready to drop it, he has enough people around him.
Well, I take back my banishment thing then. It's all right.
Ishkar,
I'll just sit here.
you are flying from
Get
a
out.
terrorist attack on a tower.
Oh no!
Everyone get out. Everyone
What are
go
you doing?
home. Get out. Go while you still can.
Are you just saying this in your mind?
Repeating it. Oh, over and over again. Just leave. Just go. Just get out. Just go. Just go. Get out. Go. Go home. Go to the bar. Anything.
And
Yeah.
Ragnar comes in and just starts killing people.
I'm gonna land right in front of the guard.
No.
I'm gonna pull out my inspectors.
Before you do that, another one is going to cast Force Cage on you. So you
What?
cannot escape.
That's not cool.
You flew out of the sky.
Yeah. We're in a magic town, man.
Yes,
Like-
you are in a magic town. You came flying out of the sky, landing in front of they don't know what's going on is the issue here.
The only person that survives is me and Oz.
So Zexel, give me a stealth check.
All right. I get it at advantage though, right?
Yes. And then tell me what and where you are going.
All right. So 29.
Okay.
I am going to. I don't know where Oz is. I don't know where Ishkar is, and the leader of the party, my boss, told me to get out.
Okay.
So I'm going to get out of. I'm going to follow orders, and I'm
Okay.
getting out the front door.
How are you getting out? Are you sneaking out
Mhm.
or are you running out?
I'm sneaking.
Okay. Give
It's
me
gonna-
a D100.
Oh gosh.
And
God.
this is going to be a 66% chance there are guards descending upon the gate.
2.
Okay.
I don't know if that's good.
That is not good.
Okay.
So there are guards at the gate.
It's invisible.
Okay,
He is
so
invisible.
if there are guards at the gate, I'm going to find a place that is on the opposite side. So there should be no guards. Like, so where all the commotion is, where that tower is and all that
Okay.
shit that's happening, I'm going to the other side, effectively.
So when I say there are guards at the gate, what I'm saying is you are starting to make your way out, like the front gate type. So like there is a
Okay.
giant perimeter around the college. So if you are trying to leave the perimeter of the college,
Okay.
there are guards at the perimeter of the
Okay.
college.
Well, I'm gonna attempt to just be as small as possible
Okay.
and just
And they are going to, at this point, have true sight on them so that way they could see what may or may not be trying to sneak out. These guys are not idiots.
well, I'm going to try to hide behind. I'm going to use them against themselves. Since I am a halfling, I can
Okay.
hide behind people.
You can hide behind people, but you are trying to
Yeah,
walk
I'm
out
gonna
through the gate.
yeah. So I'm trying to like hide behind them, or if I can I? How tall is the fence, or like how wide is the
It would
fence?
be like a 15-foot tall
How wide is it?
gate around.
Like, cause like I'm pretty
Thickness,
like between the bars.
it is not so much barred as it is more stone slate wall type thing. It's like a battlement almost.
Okay, so you know what I'm gonna do? I'm going to. I have a question. No. So you're saying that they're all the way around. So they're all the way
So
around.
There is a
And on the inside, there's all the way around.
so there is a giant wall around the college.
Yeah, and there's
itself.
guards essentially around the
And
whole wall.
There are various roads into, so you can come in at various directions.
I want to hit the
It's like
middle.
checkpoints.
Yeah, but can
It
I hit
is
the
like
middle of
checkpoint
Void?
walls.
Can I hit the middle where there's less guards and where they can't see me?
It is so. Let me. So, think of like a wagon wheel.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And each spoke on a wagon wheel would be where there is an opening
Yeah.
on the wall to walk in and kind of check yourself in and out.
Okay. And there's just guards lined up between each.
So there are guards stationed at each opening.
Okay.
So if you were to do something to try to sneak by where they're are no guards, like a section of the wall, like go up and over or through the wall, there would be no guards there.
That's what I'm saying is, can I get to a point where there's like in the middle is what I wanted to do, is like
so where
where
the
there's
wall actually is, the physical
yeah,
wall
the physical
is.
wall
Okay.
is where I want to be, and I want
Okay.
to and what I want to do is I want to cast, you know, Dimension Door again,
Okay.
and I want to cast it 200 feet to the opposite side of the wall.
Okay. So Dimension Door, easily done.
Okay,
You
I
are
will.
on the outside of the wall. Give me an insight check.
Insight. All right. I will then cast the spell. 20.
Okay. Okay. You are on the other side of the wall. Now you're casting
Yeah.
Dimension Door. So
Dimension
you're on
Door.
the other side
Yep.
of the wall.
Yep.
With that insight, I will give you this little tidbit of information.
Mm-hmm.
Going in and out, you are sort of checked out with a ledger. You have checked yourself in, but you are not checked out. So when they start comparing ledgers to find out who was in the college, they're going to notice
Fuck.
you went in, but you did not come out.
Shit. Should have never written my name. Looks like I'm changing my name to Esteban Coolio.
Juan Decimo?
Yeah, Juan Decimo.
Okay.
I got a question.
Yes.
Did I get out before the lockdown started?
You kind of started sneaking out before the lockdown really went into effect. You were, however, noticed leaving. So, should something come up, it would be more of a, okay, we saw this guy leaving after this happened. It might be a little bit fuzzy as to timetable of, oh, this happened. Oh, there's this tiefling that kind of walked out in that. It would be more of a, was it before or after we really figured out what the fuck was going on? But chances are you could be okay, but you also checked in with two people who are currently being held.
Yeah, I know exactly where I'm going.
I'm
To
gonna.
the woods, never to be seen again.
Yep. We're a whole new party next episode.
Yep.
So I am going.
I'm gonna. Would I be able to reach out and just be like, oh, where is everybody?
I think I'm like probably the only one who got out
I got out,
by the
but
sound of things.
I got out, but I'm probably going to have to.
I might have been burned. No.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to change. I'm just gonna say it, but like I'm probably gonna have to change a few things around. But where are you? And did they did they get out?
Who get out?
Nope.
Thyella and
Just
Nope,
here
keep
over
going.
the ether. I'm not leaving without Thyella.
you know the sad part in this situation. Well,
We're best friends now.
now DM, we wouldn't hear that, would we? Looking at the spell, the magic wouldn't go through.
All right. Well,
The magic would not go through. However, Ishkar and Thyella,
They have the mind link, but I'm saying
It
for
is.
raries.
yes.
We've got two options. We either somehow connect with Black Fang, wherever the hell he ended up.
I don't think he's gonna burn himself with us.
This is true. Or
However, the thing is, if Master Ishkar didn't get stuck, then I couldn't. The thing is, I believe if I can teleport in, I could teleport out.
Referring to into
Miss
the
Di-
college or
to Miss Diella. But that comes with a lot of a lot of what ifs, because it's a magic college and I'm pretty sure they all can cancel my magic.
yes, and like she said, trust her.
Yes, she had a plan, and I guarantee she can get out. She is very intelligent. Look, he doesn't know. All right, he doesn't know your
Oh,
plan.
sweet summer child.
He's trusting her by her word.
Okay, good.
So,
And I'm going to go.
Where are you going? We'll meet up, and we can get into the house, because I can guarantee that they will be looking for us, and in my house they can't look for us
This is true because
because I never signed
wondering
out.
how close the Inquisition are to them, because going there might just get me and you arrested as well. So
Well, neither of us are part of the Inquisition. If we need to, if it's all shit hits the fan, I can ask Mr. Heward, but he's not going to be pleased. He is.
I imagine not. Nobody's pleased in this situation except maybe Black Fang.
I don't think he's pleased either, getting blown up. But if I go back to Mr. Heward and let him know that I've made a mistake this bad, this if I get them both killed, it won't be good. I don't know what he would be able to do, but it would not be good for me.
Yeah, this is we are not just fucked, but we are super fucked. But
let's go to somewhere quiet. Let's just wait for them. Miss Diella said she had a plan, and she is very confident in herself. Her plan will work.
I trust her and I believe in her. So yeah, let's hunker down.
You poor sweet summer children.
Look, we don't know what's happening in that field. Like, me as Gerald, I feel dumb because I could have just teleported us out.
You was who?
Huh? Me as Joe, I feel stupid.
I'm pretty sure I heard Gerald.
Yeah,
Gerald.
yeah, I feel stupid.
Wait, can you send a message?
No.
Fuck.
Yeah, your group's walkie-talkie is now inside a force cage. So,
Well, I got
But
a
me
message,
as Joe,
sure,
I
sent
feel
me to-
stupid because I should have just stayed there, because I could have teleported us out.
So, Dial.
we got a plan. Don't
Yeah,
worry.
you got a plan. So my plan, so me and Oz's plan, we're gonna meet together and we're gonna go somewhere that's
We'll
a little
get
off.
to that.
Okay.
We'll get to that.
Okay.
We'll get to that in a moment.
Okay.
But not really, because as guards ready their weapons and descend upon Diala and Ishkar as they prepare to drop the force cage, that is where we will stop.
Oh.
But I just spent so long concocting a story with Ronnie.
Yeah.
We are on the same page. We're
And
ready
you
to
can
go.
copy pasta it. So
But
that
now,
way next
now that
time.
means we
But
have
now we can refine it.
yep,
Yeah.
to refine it.
Oh man.
Go to sleep. I'm getting sending, and I am I have an idea of where I want him to place the. Because what is it that you're placing for the room?
Oh, it's just my home.
Oh, I thought it was like a specific spell.
No, it is a spell, but I mean, like, you can't
Oh.
cast divination inside it, but nobody can find it because, you know,
It's
they
on another
can't.
plane.
Yeah, it's on another plane, so it's a whole thing where it's just like it's safe, you know, to do that, but you'd have to step out in order to cast a divination, and you know, I hope you better have a disguise because if they see you, that's a whole nother thing, man. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys, you know, for hanging out with us. And
It was fun, even
yeah.
though we aren't here to interact
Yeah,
today.
you know, it's for all the people that are spamming potions and stuff in chat. If you guys have we will get the potions, and I will make sure that they are distributed accordingly, as well as inspiration. As well. So if you guys have done that in the tense moments that were there,
Maybe some of us will be in the Twitch chat as this is playing, and we
correct.
can interact with you and have fun.
Correct.
I know I will be.
I'll be there. I'll be there.
Yeah.
I mean, it feels like we need to actually like have somebody redeem chaos for the chaos that actually happened. So
I would laugh so hard if
we redeemed our own chaos,
I was gonna
guys.
say I have 40,000 something points.
I mean,
will
that's the
gladly
thing is,
redeem chaos
that's the thing. You can. You're not at the table technically.
40,000 points of crit dice for us.
Yeah.
Gonna
So
spam inspiration for everybody but me. Can't give myself inspiration. That'd
Yeah.
be fucked up.
or would it? I'm giving myself.
It would be. I never would do that.
Oh, I would. I'm giving myself 1,000,000 inspiration. I never run out of points. No, just kidding. I can't. I can't do that.
We all wake up. We got like 30 million points each.
But yeah, some of us might be in chat, and I'm pretty sure I will be. And most of
Well,
us
you
will.
have to set everything up. You'll definitely be in chat. Maybe we'll be in a Discord call playing video games and watching the stream.
Yeah, potentially. So come check us out. Thank you for checking us out. And, you know, like I always say, you know, my name is Joe Dirt. That's Joe Dirt with a G. You know, you can Google me, find me on YouTubes and Instagram, Twitters, and Twitch. If anyone's followed, thank you so much. We appreciate you, as well as for everybody being here. I mean, you know, it's great. My favorite part was just Zexel's misguided information in the room. It set this up for failure. He is kicking himself right now. Legitimately, he is kicking himself. So yeah, that's me.
Fired. No.
And the man that fired me, Lamus. Do the thing.
Oh, you can find me under my furry face. Two favorite parts.
Ooh, two.
One out of game favorite part was how I said some of us might be in the Discord chat, and we all started like talking like it hasn't happened yet, because it technically hasn't happened yet. But by the time people see that part,
We've
they've
already been here.
And then my favorite part in game would be this is the second time I've got players to fuck around with a desk of holding and destroy it.
Okay.
Well,
not
I'm
gonna
glad
trust
we're not
any
the
desk.
first ones.
Not the
Desk.
first one, not the last one, hopefully.
Well, you know, the desks are now just going to be the chairs
Yeah.
or the doors for
Yep.
us that
Yep.
they were for Critical Role.
Fucking
Never
desks.
trust a desk.
Never trust a desk. Never.
I mean, I don't trust doors in this game already, so
True.
Fair.
One tried to eat you.
A couple of you guys got struck by lightning today.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Actually, it was just
This
it
guy.
was just Zexel and Black Fang.
Yeah. I just took a lot of
gonna be
damage
angry
and I
at
never
us.
healed.
See, Black Fang should have listened to us because I mentioned that drawer of holding several times to him.
But he didn't care.
He didn't give a shit. It's his
He
fault.
was doing his own looking around.
He should have been
I
like,
hope he
don't
found something.
I hope he did, and I hope I hope he comes down and he's just like, fucking
Or
let him
die.
go. Just like he's like, just fucking let him go. They have
No, Ronnie and I have a good plan. We
Yeah.
got this.
yeah.
Yeah.
Look,
Well, I will also say Black Fang was assuming that you would be doing this covertly and not like ripping shit open.
Well, initially I was gonna be, but then I remembered that she was a bitch. And I said, fuck her desk.
and and Zexel,
Which, as
and
soon as you rip that open, he's like, "There's going to be nothing that I could
I could have
hide from this.
between
from
the two.
from him not knowing your full toolkit."
Yeah. Well, he should ask us about that sometime.
Yeah,
Why?
he should be in
He
more
can do whatever
involved
the
with
fuck he
us.
wants.
he's a god.
He should care a little bit more about the people he's working with.
The thing
Yeah,
is,
yeah,
the
fuck,
thing
he's gonna
is,
burn all
We
the
care about him.
See that's Ragnar. I'm gonna pull up Ragnar again. Ragnar mentioned this many times. He doesn't give a fuck.
Well, you know what? Maybe
You know what
that's
I
going to be
think?
at my story arc. We're going to make Black Fang.
I was gonna say, I think he
Change him.
does care
Gonna
a little
change
bit.
him.
He wouldn't be working with us a second, third, fourth, whatever time this is. He wouldn't be working with us again if he didn't believe in the fact that we can get results and kind of care about us a little bit.
You.
I
We're
think
gonna-
he,
we're gonna
he
grade
has
Sweet
like
summer
it's more
child.
Well, you sweet
subconscious.
Zexel.
I think it's more of a subconscious thing because he is kind of a dickhead and a douchebag. Like, no, we get it. He's an arrogant son of a bitch. But I think it's more of a subconscious thing for him. Like he kind of does want us to do well.
You sweet
'Cause
summer
when you do
child.
well- because when you do well, it does him good.
Yeah. But I mean, like, yes, it benefits him, but at the same time, I feel like he just kind of does care about us a little bit. All right.
You sweet summer
Give me
child.
this.
You sweet summer
Black
child.
Fang's heart grew 3 times bigger.
And
And got 3
died
times
of an
blacker.
overlarge heart because it's not fucking healthy.
and then moving on to the only person that will survive this campaign, Chicken.
Oz. Oz is the only one gonna live, and he rolls the worst out of all of us.
Yeah, that's why I'm hoping at the end of this, if every one of us dies, no matter what, I hope there's some DM fuckery to make sure just Oz lives. Just
The
because
only one.
the only one, just because he rolls like shit.
You know,
It's
the reason
poetry.
why is because I roll like shit as a player too.
So you feel for him.
Yes, sympathy.
Yeah, and that's why he's just
You know
like,
what's great? I've only ever DM'd one game, and I rolled like absolute trash
it happens.
Mm-hmm.
as a DM. Absolute garbage. My players, they got all the cool stuff. I gave them cool magical items because I was like, "You've earned this." I rolled a 2.
Yeah, no, when I roll, like, especially, like, it only scares people when I start rolling things with pack tactics. But that should scare anybody. But I roll like garbage. It's an either or. It's an
I
either
even
or.
have a notebook, like an actual 3-ring binder with dividers and paper. Like I was planning stuff. I was like, yeah, like, we're gonna do this. I rolled a 2. They steamrolled the boss. I added about 150 HP to him as we were going because they were just throwing him out of. They were just. I was like, nope. He suddenly is a lot healthier than he was to begin with.
Welcome to
Still
DMing.
Didn't win.
Welcome to DMing.
Yeah,
They did great though. It was a lot of fun. It was a
Yeah.
lot of fun, even though I rolled like ass.
yeah, but Chicken, do the
But
thing.
yes, Chicken, do the thing. I'm sorry.
I was sitting here like subconsciously like, what if this is gonna end like with the bye everybody? But, I don't know, like, well, you can find me at chicken_atomic in all the places, but I I'm between like making the Batman exit or some the fuck out being the only one to actually escape.
Normally.
You just walked out the front door like you owned the place.
Yeah, totally ignoring the fact that like my suit probably has an impact mark from the explosion or the force damage, but
I assume, like, in my headcanon, since, you know, everyone forgets Oz has mending, I assume, like, as you're walking through the college, you're sitting there mending
You're just like,
you're mending your suit together like James Bond.
yeah, I've had my suit down, bleeding from the nose and mouth. I was just like,
Mending your nose. No, I'm just kidding. You can't mend. Like, you
I
can't
can heal
mend.
myself.
Yeah.
Probably will once I'm like far the fuck out of the way. Actually, no. Once I'm in like Zexel's house, I'll like heal, and pray to whatever deity I can that you know this doesn't turn into like a TPJ.
maybe Persona will listen. Persona likes me.
I mean, here's the thing. You are level 10, correct?
Divine intervention, baby.
Yeah. Your Hail Mary, you have to
I
get a
yet
10.
to use it yet.
Yep. And you have a 1, well, you have to roll less than a 10.
I need to become a cleric.
Yeah, what I would recommend, have Oz roll it. No, I'm just kidding. It's
Hey Oz, roll me a d20.
no, it's a D100.
100.
Oh fuck, that's even worse.
Yeah.
Well,
I haven't
We'll
read
get-
that in a while.
yeah.
Yeah, it's a D100, and if you succeed on it, it doesn't work for another week, but you can do it once a day.
So I want to get higher levels of artificer, but I may dip into cleric.
Yeah, dude. I like Zexel is probably gonna have to talk to his boss, and his boss ain't gonna be happy with him. If
'Cause
shit,
I'm the boss.
yeah. Well,
On
you
the
are
downside, Zexel's going to get fired. On the upside,
potentially.
hey,
Speaking of the boss, Ronnie.
Yeah.
Ronnie. Speaking of the boss, Ronnie. Yeah.
Yeah, that's too much responsibility for me. I can't be boss. Stay.
How do you think I feel?
You're the leader, not the boss.
Speaking
It's
of
totally different.
swooping
That's-
in like a boss just to get arrested.
You can find me at Rognavalder _ on the Twitter. With all the chaos in Twitter, I'm just
Yeah, I don't know about that.
yeah.
But you can catch me on both Twitch and Instagram as Communist Raptor, where I've actually picked back up into a little bit of streaming, just getting my toes dipped in, and a little bit of shenanigans. I've got a unboxing video coming out soon, which is going to be absolutely fantastic, and some product promo video shenanigans coming up soon too. So we got that.
Me up, bro.
Yeah. Well, I'm waiting on certain items from a certain company to get to me so I can actually use it in the promo. But hi Greg, just in case you watch this later. Bye.
Hook us
my
up,
favorite
Greg.
part- You know what, dude? We will talk about that after the stream if you want.
Okay.
No, really,
I can
really
get you.
don't. Definitely talk to me.
Talk to you? Oh, yeah,
Oh
yeah,
man,
yeah.
that's it. Yes.
Yes. I'll get you the hookup. I know a guy who knows a guy.
Who knows the guy? Who knows
I know a guy named
it's 'cause I
Greg.
know me who knows the guy.
I know a guy named Greg.
You do too? I know a
Yeah.
couple Gregs. I know.
The
I
only
actually-
Greg I ever knew was my district manager when I worked at the Hamden Petco, and he was weird.
Why'd you say it like that?
'Cause he was really weird. No, he was weird. He made everybody uncomfortable.
Oh, that kind of weird.
Even
Yeah.
more weird than I am and making people uncomfortable.
He
No,
was the
like
type of
weird,
guy that would. He was the
uncomfortable.
type
Oh.
of guy that would sign checks with a bingo marker.
No, he liked me, which was nice because I took good care of my department, and he was always like checking in on me when he would come visit the store, and he always came to visit the store because he wanted to fire my boss, which he ended up doing. But my boss kind of deserved it, so it was all right. I did what I could to avoid it, and it really only secured my position, not his. Oh well. But yeah, no, he made everybody uncomfortable, especially the groomers. He was really weird with the groomers because they were all very pretty girls.
One
Speaking
of
of
those bosses.
Mm,
Now,
speaking,
what's your favorite? What's your favorite, Ronnie?
yeah, what's
You
your
didn't
favorite
tell me
part?
your
Yeah,
favorite.
yeah. Yeah, what's your favorite part? We're getting real distracted if we don't have chat.
My favorite part is how this whole outro has been the longest, most
Yeah.
distracting one we've ever had to date.
That's
sorry.
because we're recording.
It's
We're
my
not
fault.
streaming.
I know. No, my favorite part was unfortunately when I opened my mouth about stupid shit, and then it turns into a whole thing, and it was the fucking goddamn cursed photo this time. I couldn't not bring it up though, because like I gotta share my pain with everybody.
Look at this graph.
Look at this photograph.
Look,
We
at
got
this
it again.
photograph.
Look. Okay, here's the thing. Yeah, now I have the soundbite. Mm-hmm.
No. If you really want a soundbite of me singing, let me actually do it because I'm actually good at it. Then not like that.
Okay, it'll never happen then.
But it seems like where's the fun in that though?
But I don't want to hear me bad singing.
But I'll
Go
never
back
get
to-
I'll never get a soundbite of you good singing. But yeah, Ronnie, sorry, we're getting distracted again. Yeah, is that all you got?
You know what? Let me just sum up today's experience in a couple words. Oh, look, a squirrel. Bye,
Okay.
everyone.
All right.
Is it this? Is it that? Is that my fault? It's my fault.
No.
No,
we're
no.
all over the place.
Yeah, we're all. It's great. And
Yeah, I think
speaking
everyone's
speaking
really
of the
over the place
speaking
today.
of, you know, I was gonna do a creepy you know, sidestep, but you know, think who's great? Rin. There you go. Do the thing. It was gonna be creepy, and then I was like, you know what? Who's great? Yeah, let's go. That's nice.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm
Hi.
at the allegory _ on all the things, and I'm actually about to start up a whole bunch of streaming soon. Look forward to me trying to platinum games I'm close to the platinum on, starting with Fallout 4, either tomorrow or Monday. I think I have about 6 trophies left to get that platinum. So that's what we're going to be doing.
Yeah.
Just going through the list of games I've already played and cleaning up those trophies. My favorite part, honestly, I don't even know. There is just so much gold in this episode.
I can just hear chat screaming at us.
Doing the whole ride.
My favorite part. Was that somebody actually listened when I said, "Trust me, I got this."
He has no reason not to.
Aside from the previous times.
And technically utilizing our little mind link, but really we're
Yeah.
just DMing each other
Yeah.
in Zoom, me and Ronnie planning out how we're going to go about this because the two of us are the ones who are fucked right now.
Well, you know, the thing is, the DM did say that your actual mind link, your brainworms work.
Mm-hmm.
So
So we got our brainworms. and
Yeah.
we're using those to communicate right now. Rapid fire thoughts, like we got this.
We're
Honestly,
actually utilizing it on an actual level that keeps everybody out.
and honestly, I between all of us, I think Roddy and I got this. I don't
yeah.
think you guys have to worry. We got this.
look.
You simultaneously cast banishment on each other.
Gone.
You go back.
It lasts for a minute.
Well, you know, and
Yes,
if
I
we
have
if we
that
Well,
spell in my
actually-
spell list.
Actually, Tritons are originally from the
water plane.
water planes, so I would just go there. I might not come back.
But see, that's my problem as a Kalishtar. I am technically made up of 2 parts.
Well, no,
So
they're
one
severed. You're actually severed part of someone from the dreamland.
Yes.
Mm.
So if he was to get
Mm.
banished, that severed part from the dreamland might no longer be attached to him.
And we've had this discussion before, so that's kind of where I could be.
But you still have your brain worm.
I got my brain worm. Yeah.
In the words of Stone Temple Pilot,
Oh
you could
no.
be half the man you used to be.
And speaking of that, that's where we're gonna end.
We're all half the man we used to be, guys.
Yo. All right, guys. We will see you all next Sunday. Thank you all so much for watching. We love you very much, and
Thank you for hanging out with our
Thank you.
insanity today.
bye.
Bye.